in order to become successful traders, we need to understand that trading is a game of probabilities. No one knows what will happen next. It's a 50-50 chance. Each and every trade, either it will become a winner or a loser. We're not trading the next trade, we're trading the next set of trades, the next 5 trades, 10 trades, 15 trades, 20 trades. So we need the proper mentality. We need to work on our mental side, our mindset. What is the proper mindset? Each and every one is individual. For me, if I know it's a 50-50% chance, I go on each and every trade as if I'm going to lose the next trade. This is how it becomes more easy for me to manage the risk. How much am I willing to lose on each and every trade? Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. Rate decision is behind us, and it doesn't matter what we think if the decision is good or bad. All we need to know and all we need to react is how the market reacts to that decision. And as we can see, market is trying to break below this very important trend line. This trend line goes back to March 2023, held the higher lows. Now bulls looks like giving up on this trend line. Bears are in full control now, at least for today. 435 is the next support. Let's see if by the end of the week bulls can bounce back up and above this trend line. Otherwise, we are heading south towards the 423 gap. QQQ, same thing. This double top scenario is getting validated each and every day since we talked about this 371 area. Now, next support is the 361. Below it, 355. Below 355, we are heading towards 331 because we have an open gap at the 333. Be prepared for all scenarios. We are entering Q4 of 2023. We have double top scenario over here. We have double top scenario on a higher time frame. All this area, the 380, 384, very tough resistance for the Qs since July, since peak of July. And we have this trend line. Follow price, use levels and trend lines to show you the way. And for now, we have lower highs, lower lows, which means if you are long, manage your risk more tight. Dow Jones, perfect example of why trend lines, we don't even need Fibonacci because we have trend lines. And trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. As we can see, these both trend lines, this trend line over here shows us the lower highs. Yesterday's high went all the way up to this purple trend line, got rejected, and now this lower trend line needs to hold as it held since March. Breaking below 339 gap will get filled. Weekly close below 339, and we are heading towards the 331 gap. IWM, this head and shoulders scenario as we talked about a few weeks back. Now 182 broke to the downside and looks like we're heading towards the gap at the 176. Below 176, we're heading towards the 167. Bitcoin, once again, perfect example. Trend lines are our roadmap for future price action because they act as support and resistance. This purple trend line goes back to July, and since then, each and every time bulls of Bitcoin tried to break above, they failed. Also over here. Now 26,900 needs to hold. Otherwise, we have all these levels to the downside to manage our risk. Ethereum, same thing, nothing much. Still moving sideways, as you can see. 1600 holding as support. 1650, 1660 holding as resistance. Below 16, we're heading towards 1540 and then towards this purple trend line to the downside. Oil breaking down. Some kind of retracement after this bull run. Retracement is very healthy. 89 needs to hold. For now, looks like 89 is going to break to the downside. Next support, 86. Natural gas still moving sideways between the 248 and the 285, but on a shorter term, since middle of August, you see here low, and higher lows each and every day. Let's see if bulls of natural gas can break above the 285. Next will be 302. SOXX, not surprising. Continuing to the downside, 472. All this area, we have said that it is a very important level, an area of support. Now looks like 461 to the downside. This gap is next. KRE, same as the IWM, downtrend until proven otherwise. We have 42 area holding, below it 450, below 450, and we are heading towards 38 and then 35. Long on KRE, this retracement, this downtrend will get negated only if we can get a weekly close above this purple trend line. Apple, after 2 green days, bears came in strong, wiped previous 2 days, and we are heading back towards the 173 area. All this area between the 170 and the 173 is a very important level of support, area of support for Apple. Breaking below this red line, we are heading straight towards the 167 gap, because we know that more than 80% of all gaps will get filled. A weekly close below 170, and you can rest assured next week 167 is incoming. Amazon continue its way towards the 133 and towards this gap at the 130. Overall, the market for now during September, not much, going to the downside. As you can see on the monthly, red month for now on Amazon. Apple, inside candle on the monthly, but very close to last month lows. Below last month lows, we're heading towards the 170. Look at the SPY on the monthly, inside candle, but we're getting closer to August lows. Google, bulls gave up on Google. Bulls gave up on the 139 area, as we can see, and we have talked about this 139 area, and we said if bulls of Google will fail to break in the next few days, bears will come strong, and here we are. Bears came very strong, 3% to the downside, a little bit more than 3% to the downside, breaking below this trend line. This trend line is a very important area of support for Google, going way back to March of 2023, held the higher lows, now breaking down and under, also breaking below the 134. Next is the 132. Below it, we are heading towards 131, and don't be surprised if this gap will get filled even before Q4. Nvidia, same thing, broke below this trend line. Now 422 needs to hold, weekly close below 422, and this gap will get filled at the 395. Meta, with all the noise, still holding. 297 is holding, below it 288 and 274. Tesla, still holding inside this uptrend channel, breaking below, and we're heading towards this gap, and then another retesting this purple trend line as support. AMD continuing to the downside towards the 99 area and towards this red trend line. Weekly close below 99, and you can be sure with high probability this trend line will get retested once again. Microsoft super bullish day, super bearish day, sorry, all across the board. Microsoft broke below. Now 318 is next. Below 318, we're heading 312 to the downside. Weekly close below 312, below 311, below this area. Don't be surprised if 281 gap will get filled. Shopify still holding the 618 retracement. We had an uptrend, retracement, 618 still holding, but it doesn't look good. Can we get some bounce closing this gap? Overall, Shopify is in a downtrend until proven otherwise. Netflix continue its way towards the 383 gap. In my opinion, by the end of this week, this gap will get filled. This purple trend line will get retested. A weekly close below this purple trend line. Be prepared for slide down towards 341 gap will be next. Always prepare for both sides. Look what the price is telling you all across the board. Price for now is controlled by bears, at least on the shorter term. Since peak of July, all across the board, we are having bears sentiment. So don't fight the trend. Don't try to pick up falling knife, because you will get cut. You will bleed. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. We're going live twice a day, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Until the next video, stay safe.